Welcome into Extra Time. Thank you for most of your tweets. We've had a lot, though, about the rugby. Did Stevie enjoy the Springboks? South Africa destroying England's World Cup dreams on Saturday.
Hold on. How's that silly? Yeah. How's that? See that?
Is that why you're dressed up today?
Yeah.
Celebrating that. Ian, it wasn't very good, was it, for England?
No, I'm surprised Stevie didn't do what Dennis Law did the day England won the Football World Cup, and that is go out and play golf rather than watch England win. But of course, no, England were wiped out. Definitely.
Yeah, they weren't
no
very
excuses.
Good.
Better team won.
I asked Darke during the summer if he thought the US men's national team were on the right track, but then he said yes. Does he still feel that way?
Well, the last performance was absolutely abysmal. I think it was as bad as I've seen them play in the nearly 10 years I've covered them. So a huge improvement is needed when they play Canada again, a game you can see live on ESPN, by the way. There's a promo on the 15th from Orlando.
15th of November?
Yes.
Right, thank
Who
you.
Who are they playing, Ian? Sorry, was that the
Canada.
Canada again.
Playing Canada again?
Yes.
Oh, I need to make sure I have the flu that day.
Well, there you go.
USA, if they get beat again, can you imagine?
Oh, man.
The world's going to crash in.
And now that Kovac out has taken place, which is the hashtag from these which is most likely to happen, Ole out, Emery out, Valverde out. What do you think, Darke?
Well, the way Barcelona are going, I mean, that was a result at the weekend, wasn't it, with Levante, who seemed to make a habit of beating Barcelona. Yep. I think of the ones you mentioned there, I think the closest might be Emery, unless Arsenal can pick up in the next 2 or 3 weeks, particularly with all these rumours about Mourinho going around. That's got the Arsenal fans stirred up, by the way, that rumour.
Are they excited?
No. No. Most of them seem to be saying over my dead body.
Oh, wow.
But, because they don't want the sideshow that goes with Mourinho. But if you ask me, the quality Arsenal have lacked in recent seasons is steel. I think he'd give them that.
Well, only if he could play.
Yes.
Not much steel in that side.
No.
To be honest with you.
Which one do you think out of those three? Ole, Emery or Valverde?
Emery.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was Jorginho's assist at the weekend the assist of the season, Darke?
Oh, the assist of the season. It was a fantastic ball, and what can you say? I hate saying the very best, but it's right up there. Quality. I mean, this is a guy who put together, 3,000 plus passes last year and didn't have a single assist. How can that happen when you're playing in midfield? But he certainly did it at the weekend.
But a few of those balls, tried to play a few of those similar actually last year when Higuain came in round the corner early.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite come off, but he's certainly been helped by Frank Lampard's arrival, isn't he?
Yeah, take that, Stuart Robson. I'm in a rough patch for the lads, struggling to submit good quality questions, repeating questions from other days, and just an overall shambles. Did you guys have something you did to get yourself out of a bad patch? Thanks, Paul Mariner's Bugle. Did you have any kind of way of getting out of a bad patch?
I'll tell you what, as a team we used to go out and get drunk.
Really?
Yeah. And that sounds simplistic. That sounds really simple, but actually what happens is everybody ends up having a few, and then everybody starts talking, and then
a little bit of home truths come out?
Yeah. So, and then you enjoy yourself and everybody gets together and it kind of pulls you together.
Did you do that with the Revs? How did you sort things out when you're having a bad patch there?
Well, I don't
Go and say it.
I really don't think the coach should be turning around to the team and saying, by the way, can you all go out and get drunk?
So what did you do?
Well, I would
You and Mariner did?
I would have a word with the coach.
Yeah, you and Mariner would go out and get drunk.
Team bonding, me and Mariner.
Hey.
Yeah, they can do it. Those pesky players can do what they want.
From what I heard, Stevie, that Liverpool team you were in didn't need to be going through a bad patch to go for a few drinks.
No, well, we had to keep they also had to keep things at a certain level, so that's why we would make sure we went out.
Did you do anything?
That was very common. Yeah, very similar. But the trouble is, it's more. We did that a lot at Celtic, but as I was saying to Stevie before, not so much in London because I was in North London. Some of the boys were in South. Not even. Some of them were in Surrey. So we're talking an hour and a half between where people live. Liverpool and Glasgow and Manchester's places like that slightly easier. Difficult to do in London.
You used to have trips to Ireland and things, team bonding and the whole shebang, didn't you?
We had things at Chelsea, we did, but not as often. When I say often, at Celtic it was a weekly. Not going to Ireland, but we did go to Dublin. We'd look at the schedule, and if we'd no midweek games, we'd usually say, right, we're going to Dublin for a bit of a bonding trip. Who wants to come? And there was always a dozen or so arms went up.
I bet there were.
And then we actually integrated the Scandinavian boys, who we thought, well, yeah, we got them on at everything. We could muddy the waters for everybody, not just the British boys. It was interesting because when Joe Venglos took over, I was telling Stevie this, when Joe Venglos took over after Janssen left, when we won the title, and he decided he'd had enough, Joe Venglos came in, and after like a couple of months, he went to a board meeting and they said to him, right, what do you want to bring up? And he said, we need to discuss the Scottish gymnastics. And they were like, what is the Scottish gymnastics? And he went, it's the boys going out all the time doing the Scottish gymnastics. That's what he called it.
You do need to have a certain character in the team, though.
Right,
I don't mean one guy. One guy.
Yeah.
Everybody has to be kind of the same sort of character and of the same mind and of the same thought process. Yeah. Because when you go to teams that are fragmented, nobody will go out.
No.
People won't go out.
So I'll give you an example. Really I'll just give you one brief example. The last game of the season in '98, when we had to win at home to win the league, right? Rangers were playing the same day, and we'd threw it away the week before. We'd drawn at Dunfermline after winning 1-0. They scored a late equaliser, which meant we didn't win the league that day. The place, East End Park, was reaming with thousands of Celtic fans up there thinking we're going to win the title. We didn't. The bus was like a morgue on the way back, right? It was people, can't believe it was going to go to the last day, the pressure, the week. So we had a week of trip. During that week, the training was awful. On the Monday or the Tuesday, Janssen stepped the training down. People were just kicking lumps out at each other because it was tense. So we said, what we're going to do, boys, at night? They said, I remember Tom Boyd and a couple of others said, well, we're going to do what we've done all year. Tuesday night, we're going out.
Yeah.
I said, we've got the biggest game. This club has not won the league for 10 years. Right? If we lose this at the weekend, they're going to kill us. Well, we've done it all year. So we went out on the Tuesday night, we had a meal, beers, let our hair down, and we just did what we did. And people were coming up to us in the street, to be fair, saying, you've got a big game and all that, you know.
Sure.
I'm not saying it's right, but we just continue to do, because that's what had got us through the year.
It worked.
Sometimes it's like a release of the pressure. And
we did that before the European Cup final in Rome. We were playing in Rome against Roma, and everybody's saying, well, what chance you got? You're going to Rome, you know, blah, blah, blah. So what did we do? We went away to Israel for 4 days and got drunk together on the beach. And we came back.
It's not something to do now.
We came back, happy, everybody, we had a great time.
And then you won.
And again, it was everybody.
You weren't wearing Speedos, were you?
Oh, imagine Stevie in a thong. Beautiful. Darke, when you have a bad run of commentaries, how do you sort yourself out? How do you get out of a bad run?
Bad run of commentaries?
That's most weeks these days. Go home and go to sleep. Watch a movie.
Just angrily.
Don't talk to anybody.
That is it then. We are done. We'll be back tomorrow for more of this. Of course, to reflect on Champions League action. Liverpool playing. It's of course Dortmund, Inter, Chelsea, Ajax as well. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.